What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Man vs. Deer video. In today's video, we're going to be doing an unboxing and an install on this Vortex Crossfire 2 scope. Let's get after it.
This is probably one of my bigger bucks to date.
Guys, I cannot believe that actually worked.
Looks like a double long shot.
It was hot. Really hot.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to smack that subscribe button. Definitely like the video, and for sure leave me a comment because I love hearing from you guys. A lot of the stuff you're going to see on this channel is hunting based, but I branch out into a lot of different stuff. I got taxidermy videos, I got catch, clean, cook videos, I got gear reviews, and just everything in between. You're going to find something that you love, I promise. So make sure to smack that subscribe button. So like I said earlier, guys, I got the Vortex Crossfire 2. We're going to do an unboxing on this thing, and then we're going to install it on my Ruger 10-22. Now, I chose Vortex, and I chose the Crossfire 2 for a couple of reasons. The eye relief on this thing is super good. It's weatherproof, so it's not going to fog up on you or anything like that. The focus on this thing, like from when you put it to your shoulder, like how fast everything comes in focus is really good on these things. They're very durable, and Vortex actually has a lifetime warranty on most of their stuff, this thing included, so if anything ever happens to it, it's covered. So for those reasons, I chose this scope to go on my 10-22. This scope is a 2x7x32. It's not as powerful as what a lot of people run on some of their bigger rifles, but this thing isn't meant to shoot super long distances, so a 2x7 just seemed to be the right fit for a 10-22. With that being said, guys, I won't keep you waiting any longer. Let's get into the unboxing part of this video. Alright guys, this is the part of the video where we're going to do the unboxing. I'm going to take everything out of here, show you exactly what it's going to come with, and then talk a little bit about each item as we pull it out. The first thing I notice about this is that the box is pretty awesome looking. Everything is packed in there airtight. There's no way that anything is going to be damaged during the shipping process. And if you look to the right on the box itself, it lists all the features of the scope right there. So even if you didn't know anything about it, you could give that a quick read, and it's going to educate you pretty fast on everything that this scope has to offer. The scope itself has a matte black finish. It's pretty good looking, and it's anti-glare, so you're going to be able to hunt with it. It's got scope caps that it comes with, and it is made from aircraft grade aluminum. It comes with a cleaning cloth. I go ahead and just throw that in my pack because you never know when you are going to need one of these in the field. Get some dew on the end of it or some dust on the end of it. You definitely want a way to clean that. It comes with a picture of what the reticle looks like. This is the dead hull BDC reticle. It's got built-in hash marks for windage and elevation for longer shots. You get a manual specifically for the reticle on there, the dead hull BDC. And then you get a manual for the scope itself, which I'm assuming includes installation instructions. This thing really is an awesome piece of equipment. It's got anti-glare built into the glass. It is nitrogen purged, which prevents fogging. It is waterproof. They use O-ring seals in it to make sure that it's waterproof. Now this right here is one of my favorite things about this scope, and that is that you do not need tools to take the caps off and make adjustments to the windage or the elevation of this scope. You can literally be in the field, take off the cap, and just by turning it one way or the other with your hand, you can make adjustments to this thing on the fly if you need to. I got a request for this in my last scope video, so I thought I would throw this in here. This is what the reticle actually looks like. The clarity is really good. It comes into focus really fast. I love the way the hash marks look in there. All around, solid reticle. This is the rifle that we're going to be installing this thing on. It's a Ruger 1022 that my dad got me as a graduation present. We're going to need scope rings to put this on. I got Vortex brand rifle scope rings made for a picatinny rail and a picatinny rail. First thing we got to do is get rid of the existing screws so we can make room for the screws that come with the picatinny rail. We take those out, we put them in a bag, we set them to the side. You never know if you're going to ever need to put them back in there. Next thing I do is line my picatinny rail up. This thing is made for this rifle, so it's really hard to mess up. I'm going to use some blue thread locker just to make sure that through the course of using this thing, nothing comes loose. And we're going to tighten this thing on there. Now, snug is tight on this. These are small screws with fine threads. You do not want to torque on them too much. A professional would actually use some kind of torque tool. There's a specific torque measurement that you're supposed to get these to. I did not do that, but if you're wanting to be super professional, that's how you would do it. The next thing you're going to do is put your scope rings on, and this is why I love a picatinny rail. You have the versatility to move it really far forward or really far back. I'm going to give it a lineup of roughly where I think it should be. I'm going to do that by placing the scope in it, and then I'm going to tighten these things down once I get that. Once I have it roughly in place, I'm going to put the top on there, the top of the scope rings that is, and I'm going to tighten them down most of the way, but I still want to be able to make micro adjustments to get the scope level and maybe even push it back and forth depending on how it looks. I spend the next 15 minutes putting it to my shoulder, putting it back on the lead sled, looking at it, making sure it's horizontal, making sure it comes into focus fast, and then once I'm absolutely sure it's where I want it, I'm going to tighten the top of the scope rings down, and that's going to set this in place permanently. Snug is good on these. You don't want to put too much pressure on the tube. Make sure you do not over tighten it, and again, if you're worried about that, there are torque tools for this. Well guys, that's pretty much it. That is the unboxing and the installation of the Vortex Crossfire 2. It was a 2x7x32 scope, and I put it on my 1022. I really do think Vortex has kind of cornered the market on super high quality glass that's still affordable to the normal guy. They have an awesome warranty. If you somehow manage to break this, they're going to stand behind it and they're going to fix it for you. I run Vortex on a couple of my other rifles. The glass, the clarity on these things is just unmatched in my opinion, and that's why I keep putting it on my stuff. I'm not endorsed by them or anything like that, just really like what they're doing, so that's why I keep buying their stuff and putting it on my rifles. With that being said, guys, this is the end of the video. I really hope there was some stuff in there that helped you out. If there was, make sure you smack that subscribe button, definitely like the video, and for sure leave a comment, especially if you have a certain type of video that you want to see me do next. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. I will catch you in the next one, and good luck in the woods.